Verse 12, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate. They laid desolate. They are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Remember, his eyes 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Thus says the Most High. Thus say the Most High power. When the whole earth is rejoices, when the whole earth rejoices, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, taking the lands of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir. That's the land that the Most High gave the Edomites. And all Idumea. Now look up Idumea. So you think it's not talking about them. Let's bring it on home. Idumea. In the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Idumea. Pertaining to Edom. Greek and Roman name for Edom. You know who the Greeks are and the Romans are. Greek and Roman name for Edom. Like what it says. And they just listen. Old Mount Seir. That's the land that you were given. Mount Seir. Mountain Seir. And all Idumea. Greek and Roman word for Edom. Even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Most High. Believe this. Verse 11, therefore as I live, the Most High lives, said the Most High, I will even do according to thine anger. Hear what he said? I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. Read it again. Therefore as I live, said the Most High power, I will even do according to thine anger, to your anger. Since you have a hatred against the Most High's chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel, he said, I will, thus said the Most High, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Hear what he say? He's going to make himself known among us, the 12 tribes of Israel, when he have judged you. That's why Lamentations 5. Lamentations 4:22. Lamentations 4:22. He's going to make himself known among the children of Israel when he judged them. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. We near that time. So you can make the time short for the elect say. So the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So last time we go into captivity. Deuteronomy 28:68 says the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Captivity, slavery, and bondage with ships. By the way, the word I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. We ain't gonna see it. No captivity no more. And then when we go on these ships, you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Slave men and bondwomen. No man shall save thee. No man gonna deliver us from captivity, slavery, and bondage. The Most High gonna do it, as he said. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Zion represents the 12 tribes of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He didn't carry the land of Zion into captivity. He carried us, the 12 tribes of Israel, into captivity. But he said he's never going to carry us away into captivity again. So we know that, remember we read in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follower. So Esau had to be ruling in the end of the world. We in that time now. This is it. This is all she wrote. This place ain't going to never be the same no more. It's the end of the world. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. He will visit somebody's iniquity, somebody's wickedness. He will visit thine iniquity. Who? O daughter of Edom. There it is. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sin. He's going to discover your sins, how you have broken the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Wisdom of Solomon 4 in the Apocrypha. Let's read verse 17. Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter. Let's read verse 17. But they shall see the end of the wise, and shall not understand what the Most High and his counsel have decreed of him, and to what end the Most High have set him in safety. They shall see him and despise him, but the Most High shall laugh them to scorn, and they shall hereafter be as vile carcass. That's dead bodies. And a reproach among the dead forevermore. We shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless. You have nothing to say to him. And he shall shake them from the foundation. Remember, the foundation of the earth is out of order. He will shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste and be sorrow, and their memorial shall perish. And when they cast up the counsel of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquity shall convince them to their face. Because the Mashiach coming back to judge, and he's going to judge them concerning the laws, statute, commandments of the Most High. That rod of iron that he's going to beat everybody with, to bring those laws, statute, commandments of the Most High, righteousness in this earth. That's why everybody got a chance. Everybody got some kind of chance right now. But it is what it is. Those chances are becoming very small and few, because it's on. Jeremiah 16:16. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers. And that's what we've been doing for years and years and years and years and years. Many, many, many years. Fishing, said the Most High. And they shall fish them. And we grabbing those that have ears to hear and eyes to see. Grabbing after those that's going to really come to the sheepfold, back to the sheepfold, and realize their nationality is an Israelite and not a Gentile. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Most High, and they shall fish them. And after we fish for so long, could be this time that this after is coming to be. And after will I send for many hunters. Hear this? You're going to send for many hunters. Now, I gave, before I came to the conference call, I gave analysis of showing that the Most High ways and thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. So you can take it any way you want to. But he said after we fish for so long, it's only so long we're going to be doing what we've been doing. Trying to get people to wake up to the knowledge of this Bible. Wake up to the knowledge of the Most High. Wake up to the knowledge of H.O.I. And gathering the 12 tribes of Israel together in the understanding of this truth. And being humble before the Most High with a broken and contrite spirit, crying to the Most High that we may be delivered. He said, after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, knowing that you're going to go down into your little bunkers, your hiding places way down on the earth, that you can drive semi-trucks in, you can do all the things you did, like that wheel that you have for Walmart that makes your tunnels and so forth. He said, he's going to send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. Remember, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, even the secret things. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. He said, remember they say, no, nobody see me, you don't see me play that, you don't see me spirit? That's it. Mine eyes are upon all their ways. He see everything They are not hid from my face. Hear what he say? They're not hid from his face. Neither is their iniquity, neither is your sins hid from mine eyes. So I say you're going to visit the sins, your iniquity. You're going to visit the sins of Esau. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. So the people in Israel defiling the land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Whew. That's what you've done. So with that comes a price. I mean, look at it comes a price. I say you don't know. We have the certain things that's rising up now. Well, you could be sending for them hundreds. You might already have sent for the hundreds. You don't know. Remember he said his ways and thoughts are not our ways and thoughts. But don't be surprised. Look at Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Hear that? Prepare war. Prepare for war. Wake up the mighty men. Silly, wake up your mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares, your farming tools into swords, and your puny hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. I mean, everybody got nukes now, don't they? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Most High. Hear that? Call his mighty ones to come down. His mighty angels to come down. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You know what he said? He got a specific place over there where y'all call the Middle East and all that area over there. He got a specific place. He already got you all scattered among all these nations. So your army, your navy, your marines, and air force is everywhere. Missionaries everywhere. Right? So he said, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. We tell you, beat your farming tools into weapons. Weapons of war. Say, put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. The harvest is when you're going to gather the children together. Go. He say, come, get you down. For the press is full, the fats overflow. For their wickedness is great. You know what I'm saying? The wickedness that they have done on this earth is great. That's why I say, they multitudes in the valley of decision. Multitudes. A whole lot of people in the valley of decision. For the day of the Most High is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened for all the thing we think about is nuclear destruction. It says it's going to be so dark and gloomy with soot. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, meaning you're not going to be able to see the sun and the moon. And the stars shall withdraw their shining, because it's going to be covered up from the destruction that's coming. The Most High and H.O.I also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake. Hear that? The heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Most High will be the hope of his people, the faith that we have in the Most High, and the strength of the children of Israel. Yes. Verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation. Where we at in captivity as the Israelites, we're going to be as a desolation. And Edom, so-called white man, shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah. Hear that? For the violence against the children of Judah. Because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Innocent blood, we seeing it right on camera. What's the verdict? Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Why? For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever. Judah gonna dwell forever. Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood, that I have not cleansed. For the Most High dwelleth in Zion. He dwelleth within the 12 tribes of Israel. He told us, go over another chapter, Joel 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am your power, and none else, nobody else's. And my people shall never be ashamed. Hallelujah. So, go to Jeremiah 50. Look at Joel 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves array against her, against America. For this they shall be taken, their arrows, their missiles shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Hear that? None gonna return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoilers shall be satisfied, said the Most High, because you were glad, because you rejoiced, and you destroyed. The destroyers of mine heritage. We read in Deuteronomy 32:8-9, the heritage of the Most High is the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, because ye are grown fat. Over $1 trillion that we spend a year, as a heifer at grass and bellow of bulls. Your mother shall be so confounded. Your mother gonna be so confused. She that bear you shall be ashamed. She gonna be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land in the desert. July 4th, 1776, the hindermost of the nation right here in America. Because of the wrath of the Most High, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon, America, shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Hear that? Plagues on this earth right here. They ain't leaving. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, all ye that have missiles. Put yourself in array against America, all ye that have missiles. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Most High. Remember we say gonna visit the sins of the Edomites? Put yourself in array against Babylon, round about, all ye that bend the bow, all ye that have the missiles. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Most High. Shout against her round about, she hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen. They was out of course. The whole foundation of the earth out of course. They made everything out of course, destroyed the air, the food, people's minds, the water, everything. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is a vengeance of the Most High. Take vengeance upon her. As she hath done, do unto her. Look. So I'll go to Revelation 18. Judgment is something else. As she hath done, do unto her. Let's see how she felt. Let's go to before we go there. Let's see how she feel, so you know without a shadow of a doubt. Go to Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Hear that? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever, eventually. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that strangers carried away captive his forces, strangers came and took us into captivity, like we read in First Maccabees 4:45, how they burned down our temples, they burned out, even when the Moors, when they ruled Spain, they burnt their ships. And they came and told them, get whatever you can get, go to your, and leave. Go to your ships and leave. When they went to the ships, they were burned. They come back, they cut their heads off and put them on poles and so forth. Ruled Spain for a long time, many hundreds of years. In the day that thou stood up on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. That's why the judgment is coming. You look at where it's at now. Oh man, they got a history of wickedness. But thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldst thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah. Thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Took what we had. Neither shouldst thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. You stood in the way of us escaping. Here he is right here to catch us. Neither shouldst thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. The day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen. He just told you. Beat your plowshares and all your farming tools into weapons of war. For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Or as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain when you told you wasn't supposed to drink, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. You hear that? They gonna swallow down, but the Most High said they gonna be as though they had not been. Thus say the Most High. That's why I look at Amos 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High. We know it's 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Beholding all the ways of men. Behold, the eyes of the Most High upon the sinful kingdom. Upon this sinful kingdom of America. And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Now, how you going to tell me that America's a righteous kingdom? The things that the Most High say don't do, they do. You say you're going to destroy them off the face of the earth. Saving.
YouTube Premium
says saving,
from your
I will
recipe.
not.
Start a free trial now.
Saving, I will not. Utterly destroy the house of Jacob. He's not going to destroy the family of Jacob, said the Most High. But lo, Yasharallah, I will command the angels, and I will sift the house of the family of Israel among all nations. Because we scattered among all nations. He told us that. You're going to do that in Deuteronomy 28:64. Like as corn is sifted in the sea, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. The least is the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. So for all you that think you're going to do whatever you want to do, and it's going to be however you think it's going to be, Most I said this to you, Yasharallah, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. He said he's going to kill you. you saying that you're not under the law, you ain't following the Most High's laws, he gonna kill you. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. That's why it behooved you to come back to what it is that you see. You've been hearing this truth before it's too late. Before it's too late, Yasharala. See, there's a reason why. Let me show you a reason why. You see, one of the reasons I'll say, the main reason. Go to Deuteronomy 27 and 41. Jacob and Esau say you slander your own mother's brother, mother's son, your mother's brother, brothers. This is 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob. Hear that? Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, which is everlasting life. That's why Esau's the end of the world. Esau will be ruling the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that following. As I told you in 2 Ezra 6 and 9. That's forever and ever and ever. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, he said in his mind, the heart is the mind, that's what Esau said. He didn't do it, but he made this vow. He said in his heart, in his mind, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, because Isaac was getting ready to die. Then will I slay or kill or murder my brother Jacob. Hear that? Days of mourning for Isaac, our forefather, was at hand. But once he died, he said, then will I kill or murder my brother Jacob. Just like Cain killed Abel. But then will I murder my brother Jacob. So, I'm going to go to, we're going to continue this, but I'm going to go to Daniel's, because it's that time, y'all. Whether you see it or not, the prophecies are at hand, coming to be, they're lining up, as it is written. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's forever. That's why Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of that follower. Verse 27, and the kingdom and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. See that? Will be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. Just in case you didn't know, you don't want to take my word for it, we got to prove all things. Go to Psalms 50 and 5. So go to long route. Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me. Who's the saints? Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, right? So who's the covenant given to? We just went over it in Jeremiah 31:31 down and Hebrews 8 and 8 down. But let's make it more clear than that, without a shadow of a doubt. So he says, those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. So who is those people? Let's find out who the covenant was given to. Psalms 105 and 8. This proves who the covenant is for. He have remembered his covenant forever. We prove who the saints are. He have remembered his covenant forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. Which covenant he made with Abraham and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. There it is. So now, let's go to Psalms 148:14. We prove who the saints are without a shadow of a doubt. Psalms 148:14. The Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. He also exalted the horn, which is the power of his people, the praise of all his saints. Were they? Even of the children of Israel. Were we a people dear unto him? Praise ye the Most High. Let's continue. Psalms 149:1 and 2. Praise ye the Most High. Sing unto the Most High a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Who are the saints? Let Israel, the Israelites, rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. See? So, to do what? It says, verse 7, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. Where? In this Bible. This honor has all his saints. We just proved who we are. Saints are the 12 tribes of Israel. Praise ye the Most High. Going back to Daniel 7:18 again. But the saints of the Most High, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. It's going to last forever and ever. A righteous kingdom, though. And all dominions shall serve and obey him. Hitherto is the end of the matter. That's all she wrote. The end of the matter. And we'll pick up on this at another time. Hope you was edified, and I hope you will change. I hope you will try and be one of the remnant of Israelites, remnant of the nations that's going to be saved for the kingdom that's to come, that's going to last forever and ever and ever. And if you like further messages, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. And tune in for the next episode. And I'm out. Shalom.